Hello everybody, and welcome to Storm Reads, and it's time for your daily reading vlog. So, good morning. It's almost afternoon, but it ain't quite there yet. We did our morning Hardee's run, and then we went to Walmart and kind of stocked up on some like breads and cereals and milk and things like that. Easy things to fix. I got some like more paper bowls and stuff like that so that if our water ends up freezing this week, there will be minimal dishes trying to get washed and things like that. I've got to stack some more wood. It's not going to be extremely warm today, but it's not going to be too bad. It's supposed to get up to 40, but that's not going to be till like farther on in the day. But right now the sun is shining. Thank goodness. I need some sun and everything. And it's probably be close to 30 by the time I actually get out there to do the wood, but it's gonna feel like it's colder. But I do want to make sure that I stack some more wood on the inside and then restack up what we took off the porch and everything, just in case, because they're calling for like anywhere around, I don't know, some it could get 5 inches, some could get 8 inches, some could get 10. They've even mentioned 14. And I want to make sure I have enough wood up on the porch and inside the house that I'm not going to have to mess with it, because I don't want to have to dig out the wood underneath the tarp, underneath a bunch of snow and everything. I want to have everything where I can get it for at least 3 to 4 days so that, I don't have to get out in the nasty, because we do have a couple of days where like the nighttime temps are going to be negative something, and we are under a cold advisory and everything with what's going on. So yeah, so you don't want to be outside if you don't have to be. And so yeah, today is the day, because it's going to start snowing tonight and in tomorrow, and Wednesday is going to be nasty too. So got to get it all done and everything. Today is the only day I have, so yay. But that's okay. I just hope that half of it misses us, but it's better to be more prepared than not prepared and everything. I'm just more worried about that our water is going to freeze whenever it's in the negatives and everything. We did really well so far this winter when the temperatures have gotten fairly cold, but -6, I just don't think our well is going to handle that. We need like a whole new system, and that's not going to happen for a long time. So we just have to kind of work with what we got. And so we went and bought like 2 packages of bottles of water, and we've got quite a bit of water here. We've got jugs filled up. We've got anything extra that we can think of filled with water and stuff like that. And we've done it before. We've survived not having water for like 2 weeks. We can survive a week or so. Next week is supposed to go up into the 50s, and so we just got to get through this week. I just hate the cold, and I'm not ready. I honestly don't see how people up in the north do it. I don't. If I lived up in the north, I would be moving. But some people have thicker skin, and I'm not one of them. Anyway, so I thought I would pop on here and just kind of give you a quick little update. So I did read a little bit on The Pirate's Vixen by Constance Bennett. I thought you probably thought, where did that go? She hasn't read on it in a while yet, because I haven't. But I didn't want to forget what was going on, so I needed to get a little bit read. And so I am on page 194 of 590. So it's still got a long ways to go. But basically, it's just Eric is wanting Caitlin really badly. He's after her. He went to the dinner. She went out into the garden. He followed her. We had a garden spicy bit that went a little bit. It's like, I don't know. That one was in between a real spicy bit and a spicy bit. And they weren't even in the bedroom, so it was. I was like, okay, because I was like marking in the front, like where the spicy bits are. I want to count up how many spicy bits are in this book to try to wrangle in how many peppers it might need. And that does remind me that I need to write down last night's page spicy bit count. And everything, but yeah, but then she said no after a while. She still doesn't think of herself as worthy. She also told herself a long time ago that she was never going to be doing that with men. Like, after the thing that happened to her, the bad thing that happened to her when she was like 14 with a group of men, she no longer wants to. She doesn't, but she really likes him, and he's really getting to her with this kisses and all that stuff. And she's about to change her mind, but then she says no. And I almost thought I was gonna have to get mad at him, because no means no, and she said no, and I think he thinks that his kiss is going to change her mind or whatever it is. But no, but he broke it off, and she like shoved him away and everything. And it's like, nope. But he's determined. He's like, he can't believe that he's in love with her. Not just wants her body, but he wants her mind and all that stuff. And so he has vowed that he's going to win her or whatever it is. So we'll see what happens. I don't know why we need all this for that to happen. I'm hoping some more with like the mystery kind of happens, so that, there's not just him chasing after her and her running off and all that kind of stuff, because that'll get old after a while. And I read some more of Tasmanian Tangle by Jane Corey, and I am now 50 pages in. And okay, I'm not sure if I've really explained this very well, so I'm going to try again. So Tanya has been in love with Cade forever and ever and ever. Like, she's known him since she was like 10 years old. He came into play as working with her father when he was 25 years old. Now, Tanya's mother was a lot younger than her father, and she wasn't very happy with the marriage. And then this young man comes in onto the scene at 25. Her mother makes a play for him, but it doesn't go very well, because he is very loyal to her father. Her father was one that bailed his father out whenever he was doing something with stocks and it didn't go very well. So he's very loyal to her father. Well, now her father is dead, and I think her mother's dead too, maybe. I can't remember exactly, but her mother had moved her away when she was probably around the 10 years old, that when she knew him and everything. And so she didn't really get to know her father very well. And I have a feeling that her mother kind of moved around, and her mother never remarried. And now that her father is dead, she has inherited the orchard. Or so she thought. But she's only really actually inherited just a little bit, because Cade actually owns some a bigger portion of the shares, but her father didn't know. But anyway, the secretary, his secretary, doesn't like her very well, and let it slip that she's probably just like her mother, because here she is now. She's older. Doesn't say exactly how old she is, but I'm going to say she's probably in her early 20s, which would probably then make him probably in his late 30s, somewhere around there. I'm just guessing because I haven't really gotten ages and everything. But let it slip that her mother tried to make a play for him, and then so she's mad, and the more she thinks about it, the madder she was getting about things. And then she talks to one of the ladies that she knows that kind of tells her basically what happened. And it was that her mother wanted to have pretty much an affair with him, but he said no, he wouldn't do it. And there was even a part where there was like a horsewhip involved or whatever. And the more she knows about it, the more she's mad, but she's blaming it all on Cade. Not her mother, on Cade. Okay, her mother is the one that wanted to have the affair with him. But anyway, she blames it on him. It's his fault that her mother moved her away from her father. So now she doesn't like him anymore. She was so in love with him, but now she hates him. But he knows that she knows, and they did have a conversation about it. And he did get a little mean with her during this conversation and everything, but he was really kind of laying it out on the line and everything. And I think he did mention how he does see her mother in her. And that's probably why he's always treated her a little bit different, because she's always wondered why he never seemed to like her. He's always treated her different. And so I'm still curious to see how things are going. Yeah, they've been kind of mean to each other, but at the same point, I think she started to understand his position by the time the conversation was over. She doesn't want to talk about it anymore. She wants him to buy her out after she found out about him having more stocks. Her father didn't know, because her father got in trouble at one point, and if he wouldn't have bought the stocks or did something or whatever, they might have lost the orchard. But he had a lot riding on the orchard and everything, and he likes that place, that he kind of bailed it out and saved it, but he never told her father. So she thought she was inheriting the whole thing, but she's not. She just has a part of it, and he actually has a bigger part. So she's like, you think you might be able to fire me, but you really can't, because he owns more. Even though he's the manager, she just inherited a small amount. So now she's like, well, you just need to buy me out, and he refuses to do it. Because he promised her father that he would watch over her and take care of her or whatever, and things and stuff. So yeah, just have to see how it goes from there. But so far I'm okay with it. Yeah, they've been a little mean to each other, but I'm okay with it. I think I can keep on going. He's not really, in my eyes, been too much of a jerk, because I mean, I think she's a little bit more kind of nasty than he's been, in my opinion. So we'll see how it goes. But that's that. This has been a little bit of a long, chatty one, so I will let you all go for now, because it is almost lunchtime and I'm getting hungry, and then I gotta go stack the nasty wood. Be back later. Hey, I'm back for the last clip of the day. Thought I would just give you a little bit of an update. I stacked the wood and everything. Hopefully we have enough. I don't know, I swear every time I check the weather app, it just looks like it's worse and worse and worse. And so I'm going to be hibernating for the whole entire week. Maybe I'll get a lot of reading done, because we can't go anywhere. We can't do anything and everything. So, but while I was stacking, I did start Fireborn, but I don't remember the author. You can see it here. It's kind of like a strange name, and I don't think I can pronounce it right anyway. And it's a middle grade, and it's one of them I needed for the Everbloom Academy. So I went ahead and I started that one. I'm about 25% into it, and it's fantasy and everything. And I also listened to a little bit of Flight by Angie Sage that I'm buddy reading with Sherry, to get in the 5 chapters that I need to get for that. And I think that one about 55 to 66%, somewhere around there, into that one. So making some good progress with that. And on Live with Sarah, I've been reading Tasmanian Tangle by Jane Corey, and I am currently, let's see, 54 pages into it, and she has decided she doesn't really want to be there. She's a little upset at having to like stay at the orchard or whatever, but he has finally made her agree to sticking it out for 6 months and learning the ropes and everything, because he thinks that they have a good chance of becoming like partners and, you know, and working well together if she would just give it a chance and put the past in the past, whatever happened to her with between him and the mother and all that, just, you know, all that stuff that happened and everything, but she just can't seem to let that go or whatever, and she really doesn't want to stay, but she's going to, and so I guess we'll see what happens. And so that's pretty much all I have for my update. I don't even want to look outside in the morning because it's supposed to start snowing tonight. But I guess maybe, if anything, you'll get some lovely snow pictures. But, yeah, so I don't have anything else to say, so I'm going to say goodnight, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!